Well, hello there. Let's talk about the two newest members of the Mechanicsburg Chromebook cart family, the Chromebook Lock and Charge carts. They're called DWE Cart 1 and 100 and DWE Cart 200. They came from a $10,000 donation from the Mechanicsburg PTO. So if you see a Mechanicsburg PTO member, hug them for me because I'm not going to. I'm against hugging. But moving along, I'd like to talk to you about three different things today. One, the difference between the carts we have now and the carts that we have currently with this $10,000 donation. In addition, the same with the Chromebooks, the difference between the Chromebooks we have now and the Chromebooks that are in these carts. And lastly, a little bit how to schedule the carts and where they'll be located. So that's what I'm going to cover today in this quick web video. For one, so about the carts. They hold about 30 Chromebooks, not about, exactly 30 Chromebooks. And there are no locks or elevator keys on the Chromebooks currently. I don't plan to put a lock on them because as you pull and open up the door, it locks itself. It's very easy to do, so there shouldn't be a need to put a lock on the cart itself. Um, the keys to the elevator, I just didn't put any on there, but if the need arises that they need to go up and down the elevators, we'll get some for that. But currently there aren't any keys on there. They're going to be stored in the elementary office, more specifically the copier room there in the back. So easy for the first level elementary folks to use the carts as needed. The carts will be scheduled via the Google Calendar, just like we schedule everything else. DWE CB Cart 100 and 200 are the two different names. And the reason we put 100 and 200 is the Chromebooks themselves are numbered 101 all the way to 130 and 201 all the way to 230. So it just helps us identify the Chromebooks a little bit more. A little bit more about the cart. There are 6 Chromebook baskets inside each one of the carts. 5 Chromebooks fit in each basket, and as you pick up the basket, you're going to notice it's a little bit less than 20 pounds. According to Mr. Forrest, it's 18.5 pounds exactly. So it's a little bit too heavy, in my opinion, for a student to pick up out of the cart and place onto a desk. So a couple of suggestions here. If you could pick the cart or the basket up and place them on the tables themselves, that'd probably be okay, allowing the students to pull the Chromebooks out themselves. Or if you want to leave the baskets in the cart altogether and pull the Chromebooks out individually, you can do that as well. It's up to you. But these baskets are a different concept, something that we wanted to try and use here at Mechanicsburg Schools. So they do still need to be plugged in. They don't lock down and plug in or anything like that. You'll see as you look into the top of the cart, there are 5 cables coming out that go into each basket. You're going to want to plug each one of those cables into the Chromebook itself. And that will charge them, so that needs to be done every day as you turn the Chromebook back in. In addition, I neglected to mention, so we'll jump back one page, the top of the cart. It's a top-loading cart, as I said earlier, so you're going to slide and unlock and pull the cart open. That lid, or that top that pops out, it can hold about 40 pounds, and it's actually listed on the cart. It says, holds up to 40 pounds, so you can actually set the Chromebook baskets up there just temporarily to move them around or do anything like that, so it will support it. And then when you're done, you can slide it closed, and it's a nice solution there. So moving along, we're going to talk next about checking out the lock and charge Chromebook carts. So even though these carts are located in the elementary office, they can still be reserved by any teacher. The carts can be checked out by the Google Calendar, which is how we check out everything else, from Chromebook carts to classrooms to meeting rooms to pretty much in everything else. So if you need assistance doing this, you can click on the How to Sign Out a Chromebook Cart guide, which is attached in this email. Or you can watch the video I made a few weeks ago, both of which walk you through how to add a calendar as well as how to create and reserve the cart or lab for your classroom that day. So lastly, there are 3 rules for checking out the cart. For one, don't check it out more than 3 weeks in advance. This just gives everybody a fair opportunity to check out the cart in a timely manner. Second, you, the teacher, are responsible for getting the cart to and from the office each day. So We'd like the carts to come back to the office the same the way we have the carts here. They need to come back and be parked in the media center. They're on camera both here and in the office, so it's for safety's sake. They were a very um, costly purchase for the district, so having them on the camera would actually be beneficial for us. In addition, you're also responsible for reporting any damage to the cart or any Chromebooks. So let us know. Shoot us a email at support@mcburg.org, and we'll take care of that. Okay. Next, about the Chromebook, what we've done is we've labeled the Chromebooks, and you can see here they're labeled 100. I think it's 101 all the way up to 130, and 201 all the way up to 230. So the front covers of each Chromebooks are labeled. They have one of the M cover snap-on labels there. And they're primarily geared for elementary students, and I'll show you how that works out here in a second. But they can be used for anybody else. Anybody can log into this with their own Mechanicsburg account, as well as it can be used for testing. And again, I'll go over that stuff later. But what we did have to do in order to fit them correctly in the carts was we had to remove the bottom cover. So if you have a Chromebook yourself and you notice that, hey, it's missing the bottom cover and its legs, those were gone because we couldn't fit those in the cart. They just didn't fit in the baskets very well, so we removed them. Okay. So let's talk about this different layout for elementary kids. In grades K through 2, they can click on the Indian's face, which I forget his name, but if I've misspelled it on the Chromebook, let me know and I'll fix it. Or if you don't want it to be the Indian anymore, let me know and I'll just come up with a different design. Not a big deal. And then what you're going to do is click on it, and then what happens is this little menu pops up. As you can see, you'll click right here. A little menu pops up, and it says Managed by Mechanicsburg Schools, and then they're going to click Enter. So the elementary kids can do that without logging in, so they don't have to type in the username and a password. Now, that's a bit of a security issue for the schools. You know, we don't really, we shouldn't really do that. In fact, I sign a piece of paper every year to the state saying that I don't do that. So that's why this is a temporary solution. Okay, so after Christmas, I'm going to turn this feature off. But the reason I have it on is I want to get everybody accustomed to using the keyboard and the trackpad. Okay, again, you can still go in and log in through the apps and through the Add a Person thing, which I'll show you here in a second. But just to get used to using those devices, I'm going to leave those on until after Christmas. Okay, so if you have any questions or concerns or want to talk more about this, shoot me a ticket at support and we can talk more about it. So let's take a look at how to log in through apps and the Add a Person feature. Okay, so this is a screenshot of what the screen actually looks like on the Chromebook. So you can see that you have an apps button as well as an add person button. If you click on the apps button, you get the list of testing apps and you can sign in and use it as a testing device. If you click on the add person, you can click add person to log in, and it's just like any other Chromebook. Sign in as a teacher, as a student, whatever. It's just going to let you know that as soon as you log out, it's going to delete your information off the device. That doesn't mean it gets rid of all your information. It just gets rid of the information on the device. So very easy to use. And if you have any questions about this process or anything about these cards, please feel free to email us at support, and we'll be happy to answer your questions. So thank you very much, and again, have a great day.